Hello, everyone, and welcome to Not Our Podcast, where my chaotic friends and I share our stories about uni life, interesting situations we faced, and more. After all, we all have our own stories to tell, don't we? I'm your host, Arika, and today we are going to talk about majors. In this episode, we'll discuss what majors we took, what it's about, why we took it, and yeah, I hope you guys will learn something from it. Enjoy the show! Okay, in this episode we'll talk about each of our majors, and first off, let's start with Leo. Leo, what's your major and why did you choose that major?
Well, my major is an English education major, and I chose that major because I don't plan on being a teacher, but I feel like maybe the skills inside that major could help me chase my dreams, which is hopefully being a voice actor or something or similar, or author. I guess something like that. Oh, what about the others? Maybe like I don't know, Glenn.
I am a civil engineer. Didn't really want to go here, but then, um, family aside, it's apparently a stable job. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to it. I'm just studying to be
He's
an
a
engineer.
he's a humble
Yeah.
civil engineer.
There's another civil engineer over here.
hmm
Yeah, civil engineers for life.
Hey Jess, why did you take it? And for Glenn, he gave us pretty much nothing as an answer. Yeah, how about you, Jess?
Think I left it to fate. It's like at first I chose this major because there's only like two majors available in the university that I chose.
Whoa.
He had no choice.
Okay. What is this? I just knew about this.
He had no choice.
He had no choice.
Either chemical engineering or civil engineer. I hate chemistry like that much. So I have no other choice other than civil engineers, and well, I 35% regret that choice.
You regret it.
It's almost half.
35. What about that?
35. What about the other 65?
Having fun. Because I can build more houses in Minecraft and Terraria.
Applying that knowledge somewhere.
How did it come to that though, Jess? You only had two majors as your choice.
Yeah, well, so before that, yeah, I'm going to college at Harbin Institute of Technology in China. So basically, in China, there's not much campus which like prepares international class for people to come there and just learn something. So there's this city called Harbin, which is really cold. It can be like minus 40 in winter or something.
Jeez, you freeze your balls there.
And then I was like, this place is nice. I want to be an Eskimo. Why not?
So that was your first choice?
So, lesson learned, listeners, don't be like JS.
No,
Don't-
no, lesson
JS
learned,
is
listeners.
awesome.
Always be like JS. We need more interesting people like that.
It's like
So-
I was looking at 4 available colleges, which are all like engineering colleges. Like some even prepare like space engineering or weapon
Wow.
engineering.
Space engineering, wow.
Yeah,
First
but
time I've
only
heard
for
of it.
Chinese students. I
Oh.
found this one campus
Only
called
for Chinese.
HIT, which
Only.
prepares like there's a big sign in the website like international class available. It's like, wow, why not? Let me check. There's 2 available options, and I was like, I hate chemistry, so no. Let's go with civil engineering, and I want to be here just for the winter.
Ay.
So stupid.
You're just looking for an excuse to drink baijiu, aren't you?
It's certainly one of the most unique answers I've ever heard. And Rafi, your
up?
major is the same as Jerry's, as Leo's, correct?
Don't reveal my identity, Tika.
No, it's English literature, not
Education, not education.
not education. Yeah, it's not the same as
Leo.
what's her name again? Oh, Leo. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So awkward.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's English literature, not English education.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? You study literature.
What's
And
literature?
that's it, basically. It's poems, short stories, and other art. It's not art.
A
It's
hell of a lot of writing.
yeah.
Recite us a
It's
poem.
tell you a poem.
Yes.
Okay, this is a poem for you. Okay, roses are red, violets are blue. Bitch, I hope you shut the fuck up.
That's a haiku.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That's a
Haiku. That's not a poem. That's a haiku.
It's been years since I studied poems. Okay,
Alright.
doing my thesis now.
How about this? Roses are red, violets are blue. This is a
Okay.
poem, not a haiku. Bam! Look at that. Oh my god. I just
Damn, yeah,
Oh my god.
The civil engineer
damn.
made a better one.
Civil engineers,
Oh my
man.
civil engineers can build everything, even haikus.
Jesus
man.
Christ. So OP.
And we have Natasha, the vampire, right here.
Oh my god, you introduced me as a vampire immediately.
But you are.
Wow.
You are.
The only non-vampire part of you is that you don't drink blood, I think.
Yeah.
You
We
think
don't know that.
We don't know that. We never know that.
Exactly, I think.
We won't know that, until we basically raid her house and find her blood stock.
please don't.
Blood.
Blood pack.
I'm gonna
Anyways.
share my blood packs. You're not
Anyway.
allowed to come here.
Anyways, continue.
My major is interactive design. Basically, like graphic design, only focusing more on the digital part. So it's like games, websites, and applications, something like that. I chose this major because, first of all, we don't have math. I hate math that much, and we don't have too much reading, and it's like graphic design, but it's not as boring because I get to use computers a lot. But I think for the future, I'll be specializing in illustration. Yeah, I think that's it.
She really has her future set
fancy.
in her mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I was also an interactive design major. Woo!
What?
What happened?
What happened,
Leo?
What
I
what happened?
I'll just say right
happened
from
there?
the start. When I went into interactive design, it was out of
Utter hell.
it was actually out of choice, which also was influenced by panic. So the backstory for why I chose interactive design back then was when I graduated from high school is that I literally didn't know where to go. Like I didn't know what major to choose or anything. And then I would basically lollygag for months without on end. And then when I saw like all the schools are like no longer like accepting registrations, I basically panicked and I was literally scrambling to
Leo, you
Two.
there?
Sorry, Leo.
Is he
Seems
dead?
like,
Are you dead? Are you alive?
Did someone
Leo,
silence him?
did Natasha
Someone
sleep
died.
in her house again?
What?
Leo, hello.
Oh
He
no,
did.
Leo!
He
I-
dead.
Leo,
Connected
talk to
power.
us, Leo!
He's dead.
Natasha, we talked about this.
He's gone. He's gone.
What?
What did you do?
I did nothing. I was
What did you do?
downloading art books,
Yeah.
nothing else. I swear.
Right, while we wait for
It's my
Leo,
button.
let's move on to this guy, Ben. You have quite the interesting, well, not really interesting major, it's a difficult one.
Hey, it's interesting. What do you mean?
I mean,
You study
It is
about
interesting
rocks
and-
and how to stack them. How is that interesting?
I'll have you know, I study concrete
Yeah,
and
rocks.
steel
So, fancy rocks?
and soils.
Fancy.
Melted
Yeah.
rocks.
And metal.
Now, people usually assume that like the architects do everything. They do like the drawings and like the whole
And the crying.
the whole entire building part of the building process. But in reality, they're the head of everything, and then like they have like people working in the background, like calculating and all that, and that's us
Ew,
civil
man.
engineers. Yeah,
Ew.
we do the boring stuff.
Ben,
Yes. So,
how? Yeah,
I think
you're.
Leo's
Go
fun.
ahead.
I major.
Is Leo
I'm pretty sure it's Leo. Pretty sure Leo is dead. Yeah. See, I major. I major
He's dead.
in declaring people dead and bankrupting their families.
wanna work with me?
And I also,
Very
and
honest.
one of my job avenues is I can possibly also provide a steady supply of blood to Natasha, the vampire over there.
Interesting.
As
So
for
you are
why-
so you are an insurance agent.
Close enough. I work closely with. I work close enough. My work is close enough to that of an insurance agent that we're basically indistinguishable.
Yes, Ben. For those listeners that haven't, figured out what you're talking about yet.
Medicine. I'm taking medicine.
Oh,
For
Hi
those-
Leo, welcome back.
Leo,
He's
you're
not
back.
dead.
Hey, Leo.
He's back.
I am
He's
back.
back.
Did you fight back whatever the demon was sent to hunt over you?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
right. We're listening to Ben right now. Let's Ben, you continue, and we'll get to Leo after this.
So yeah, for those who haven't figured it out, I am taking fashion design. Of course, by that I mean I take medicine.
God.
I take medicine.
So you're a fashionable-
I take
You in
medicine.
fashion
As for
design.
why I took medicine, well, doctors make a lot of money. I want to make a lot of money.
In the end, it's all about money.
That's true. That's
In the end,
true.
it's all about
It's about
money.
money.
We have a very unique set of people right here with very different reasons.
I
Mr. Krabs.
Right. Leo,
Yes. What did
you
I?
were saying?
Where did I get cut off?
You were explaining why you were going to interactive design.
You were panicking. You were scrambling.
yeah. Yeah. I panicked and I scrambled. And long story short, it wasn't worth it. And in about like a year and a half, I basically left interactive design. And for another like half a year, I was technically jobless.
Wait a minute, what made you panic?
You know how universities here have like registration windows?
Yeah?
I literally did not register until the very end, like one day away from
Oh.
registration
Wow.
ending.
Okay, no wonder.
You are a true deadliner.
No,
my
procrastinating.
friend.
Huh?
Yes, you are a true deadliner, my friend. Deadlining is in your blood.
I ever since that day, I'm like, never doing that again. Never doing that again. And yeah, and then I moved to English education, which is actually much more fun and better actually.
I know, right?
Yeah, oh my god, it's fucking amazing here. Except for one guy that keeps bothering you. But we're gonna talk about that some other time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious. We all have different majors. We go to different universities, most of us, and I want to know what it feels like when you first step into the classroom. What did you expect, and what did you get? What did you feel like? All that.
Depends. Are you talking about design or English education?
Let's say both.
I think just go with English.
let's say
yeah,
Both.
both. Go both.
Do you want me to just combine it in one sentence or?
Let's
I
start
mean,
with design, because when you go to English education, you've experienced university, right?
I can only describe design in one sentence. I am basically like a drug addict.
Why?
First day of class.
Wow.
Yes.
Why?
first day of class, they just dump you all this bullshit load of work, and you get
yeah,
no
yeah,
sleep
I
until
remember that.
5 in the morning. Fucking hell. I a person who sleeps at 11 or 10, yes, I know I'm weak, shut up. That is a big no-no for me. That is just I'm not having that. And so I basically endured that for like a year, and God bless me, how am I still alive right now? I don't know.
And then you
I
move.
feel the same
Yeah.
because it's always the first year that's the craziest, right?
Yeah, it's
The
fucking
amount of work.
insane.
But I guess the difference of the first and second year and the late semesters is
Yeah.
the type of work.
Yeah.
I guess the
My
earlier semesters have more manual work where you do stuff actually cutting and painting on paper, while after that it's all digital. During my first semesters, it's actually I have a lot of fun, even though there's a lot of work, and I don't know if it's just me or if it's generally like this, but I finish quite a lot of my work quickly, so I always have a lot of time during the first semester to draw other stuff for myself, to have like a me time or something like that. But later semesters where we all do digital work, it's when all hell broke loose, I guess. Like the amount of assignments and the temptation to procrastinate
yes.
is in the same fucking device. So
Yes.
working takes like twice or 3 times the amount of time needed.
Yes, I can understand that. Also, not to misunderstand, I don't hate design.
Of
I
course
just hate
not.
the amount of work that I have to do. It's crazy.
I totally get you. I think all people who pursue design and study design feels the same way.
No
I
idea.
guess. The amount of work just sucks all the passion and soul out of you. I swear to God.
But once but I feel like once you get over that hurdle, it just feels like you've unlocked a new pathway, and you can just do whatever the fuck you want after that.
True, it does.
And then I'm gonna talk about. Well, I'm gonna maybe talk about my other major some other time, or maybe later. So I'm just gonna give the ball to someone else. Well, since I'm more or less in a similar major, Rafi, what's your experience in English literature?
What was the question
When
again?
you first go to class, your first day of class, how did it feel? What did you expect?
Okay. What did it feel? It feels. It's. I don't feel anything actually. What do I expect?
Oh yeah,
Reading.
sorry to interrupt, but weren't you also in
Yeah.
computer coding back then? Weren't you in coding also back then?
I was in game programming.
Ah,
That's a shit one.
Why?
That's a shit
Why
one.
is it shit?
Okay, because I had no experience in coding or anything. Their coding is, I don't know. I can't explain it. And then I had this project, which I had to work for 3 days nonstop. So I had zero sleep. I had to drink energy drinks
oh my god, energy drinks!
Twice.
Holy shit!
twice a day for 3 days straight. And then when I collected it, the lecturer rejected it. So all those hard work gone, kaput.
Jesus
And then
Christ!
after that, I was like, maybe I'm not supposed to be in here, but okay, let's see. And then I continued for a while, and then I just stopped, and then I moved to English literature. And that's it. I expected nothing except for reading and stuff, but turns out, no, you had to make papers.
Lot of papers.
Lots of papers.
Yeah, same here. Same in English education. A lot of papers, man.
Too much
A lot of
papers.
papers.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so uni life, I from what I've heard so far, you guys, first semester, second semester, it's mostly sleepless nights, huh?
Basically.
For me, no. It's the first and the second semester is quite easy for me, and then the third until now, it's all hell.
Good thing you're still alive to join us in our podcast.
I'm
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
I'm going into third semester. You saying that just makes me scared.
You'll go through it. You'll go through it. You can.
Because
It's-
I'll just say I'm not here to brag because it's English, but I aced my first 2 semesters, but I'm scared of the rest of the semesters.
You can do it. You can do
It's
it.
fine.
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
What do you
Can't
mean by
move
that?
now.
How about civil engineer? I've heard so many stories about architecture students where they build something for a really long time. You flick one thing and they'll cry because it will destroy their whole creation. And what about civil engineer? I know it's different, but do you guys have the same stress on you guys? How about Jess?
Glenn, mind if you help me with this? Yeah, we can talk about this all day, all night.
Yeah.
Please not until morning.
Yeah, so basically, a civil engineer's work is to just like you see an architect's drawings and everything, and you have to I have to make this building possible, or else it will crumble or something. And then, so basically, what I want to say is civil engineer and architects are always correlated with each other.
Basically, it's
So
like a
is
back
it
and
like
forth kind of
architects
thing.
design and civil engineers are the one who do the math?
Basically,
We also kind of do them like architects, they
Design.
do the whole layout of the floor layout of where the rooms are gonna be, where how the rooms are gonna look, where the plants are gonna go, maybe where the columns are gonna go also, while we try to make the whole thing stand by installing the right amount of columns, the right amount of steel, the right amount of foundational
You're
work.
going too far
Yeah.
to engineering right there.
it's triggering him.
Basically,
Triggering PTSD.
Hold on,
Civil
sorry.
engineers are the one who's responsible for the building to stand, while architects are just haha, design.
Basically,
Hold
architects-
people's
lives.
Architects satisfy the clients, and engineers keep the clients alive.
Architects can make a 135-degree building and they don't even care. While we're what the fuck is this 135-degree building?
It do be like that sometimes.
Glenn, you did mention, I just want to clear things up. You did mention architecture students are also in charge of how the room is gonna look. The rooms are gonna look, where the plants go. What about interior design students?
Interior design is a whole different hellhole.
I think
I
it's
guess,
how to make it look
architectural-
prettier, I
Mhm.
guess.
I feel especially in the whole construction business, not one major is specified into going into one job, say in one construction thing. Maybe the architect can also take care of the interior designing, or maybe they have a separate person for the whole layout of the building while having another person do the interior designing. So it's a kind of flexible, I guess.
I think it's
Yeah.
flexible to what project we are doing. For houses,
Yeah.
usually the owners have their kind of
Mhm.
I want it to be here. I want it to be like this, and
Mhm.
we can just do it up to them. But for heavy projects like malls, something, or government buildings, yeah, maybe there's separate peoples for separate jobs.
Yeah, so it kind of depends on the projects that you're gonna do, especially who the owners are gonna hire. Maybe the owner can only afford to hire one architect, and that architect also has to do the interior designing, or that architect can do interior designing really well, as well as also designing the whole building. So
Let him do the civil engineering.
yeah.
And is it stressing you guys out?
I mean, in some parts, yes, but in other parts,
You just
It's
gotta
okay.
enjoy it, I
Yeah.
guess.
He's gotta go with
That's
the
a no
flow.
then. Wait, that's a yes. That's a yes.
going with
Actually.
the flow, I
That's a no
guess.
for me.
Yeah.
In my case, there's some days when I was just play game the whole day, and the next week, oh shit, no sleep, I guess.
Basically, yeah. Like the first few semesters were like I guess just school. So like a lot of maths, a lot of classes,
math.
but like not really that much work. Like you had lab work, I guess, but then like not really much else. But then um after you like go into like more and more into this actual designing instead of just like doing worksheets like you do in school, you just have a lot of these back and forth between your professors on how to do stuff and like them correcting your work and you trying to like design say another dimension, checking for the forces required, the dimension
Stop right
That's-
there, young man.
yeah. And
Okay, you can stop.
and
You can
I feel like
Stop,
that
man,
back and
stop,
forth.
stop. I don't want to hear it anymore. I
Someone
even
stop that man.
I'm getting PTSD.
But now I basically like know like my professor's schedule. Like, oh, at this hour he needs to meet with his kids. At this hour he has like a teacher meeting.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah,
this-
exactly.
You're
What?
spying. on
Like
your
every
professor.
10 minutes, it's like, hey, how do you do this? How do you do this? Teach me how to do this. And everything.
Christ.
Yeah.
I think it mostly depends on the professors on how much.
Yeah, some
crap you
professors
get.
just likes to ghost
Yeah.
Yeah,
you.
that's true. That's true.
They're even worse than some people on Tinder. They
I
ghost
want to
you.
talk about one professor I
Exactly.
had in design, but that man will just give me PTSD. So no.
Aren't you guys like also like professor like pointed?
like what? Like
Like
assistant?
how difficult
like
it is to
assistants?
stress?
Like assistant?
No, it's like your projects and everything like relied like on the
Yeah.
professor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially in art.
Yes.
Especially in art, yes. I didn't design. Ooh, I already want to talk about that one
How
professor that I
about
really hate.
medicine? Yo, medicine.
Yeah,
No,
medicine
stop.
actually.
Medicine,
Segue this to
medicine.
medicine. I don't want to talk about my BS
Right.
professor.
We're gonna talk about it eventually. Don't worry.
Eventually,
Leo.
yeah.
Fuck-
So stay
fuck off.
tuned, listeners. So,
Right, Ben,
yeah. So
Yeah.
what was it? Could you clarify the question again?
your major when you didn't talk about this in the medicine for in your major as well. What did it feel when you first walked into the class? What did you expect, and how did your first day go? How does it stress over you in the following days, weeks, months?
I mean,
Anything?
to be honest, medicine is overhyped. I expected like I don't know, super complex,
Boom bang, boom beam bang, explosions
super
here and there.
complex, super complex systems, super complex lessons, super strict professors, super difficult everything. I don't have to preface the hype of medicine. Getting into medicine is harder than actual medicine itself, to be honest.
Whoa.
So it's actually interesting enough. Like medicine is not hard. Like to parrot the many doctors I know, medicine is hard to get into, but easy to pass.
But like, aren't you like in the first day of going to class like, oh my god, what
I
what
fell
am I
asleep
gonna
on my
face?
first
Like,
day of class.
Good job.
Nice.
I sat on like the second row to the front. So
Second
I
row.
only
Yeah,
fell
that's-
asleep on my second week, I think.
What's wrong with you guys?
I strangely. Never mind. We're gonna segue into a different
The
topic.
math
so
is
it's
pretty
fine, just
boring, so like,
yeah,
I-
basically like all the morning class I fell asleep, but I'm fully awake on.
basically, yeah. All the morning class and classes after lunch.
Yes.
that's all the
Of
classes
course.
basically. All the
Always
classes.
all the
after
classes.
lunch.
That's all the classes.
No, that's not
That's
happening.
all the classes, Glenn.
Funnily enough, as much as I want to sleep in a class, I just can't because I always have this anxiety that I'll miss out on something important. So I just never sleep, even though
There's
I want
just like
to.
this golden time,
The good
basically,
way
like
to
9
use your
till
anxiety.
1. That
9
you just
till
don't
1.
feel sleepy.
Exactly.
That's for sleep.
Well, I mean, I can just ask from one of my more studious friends for their notes. Just leech off them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one in my major who dares to sit on the frontmost row and still sleep regularly. I think most of my professors hate me.
Wow.
And how are your scores so far though? Like,
I'm still making
Straight
cum
A's.
laude. I'm still making cum laude score, so
Oh wow.
Wow,
cum laude
nice.
score.
Okay, good,
But then
good.
again, it's second semester.
it's only
so.
second semester though. So
we'll see.
I'm already at the what semester? is it? Sixth semester, and so far straight A's. Yeet.
You hate math so much you couldn't even count your semester.
Yeah, I thought 3 plus 2 is 6. Haha. I'm too bad
That's
at
fine.
math.
we were all there at one point or another.
3 plus 2 is 6.
Minus 1 is 3 Christmas. What?
I mean, there's
Quick
a
math.
reason. I think even the engineers here still check like what's 2 plus 2 if on the test on their calculators.
There's too much to
Do you
lose.
guys
You
do
just
that?
have to check it.
I look. I'll just say I have so much anxiety on math back then. Like even to this day, sometimes when I see like 17 plus 19, which I know is probably like 37,
It's 36.
or is it 38? Oh yeah, see, fuck, I need a calculator basically.
You know what? In my recent projects, I was like calculating. I think Glenn might understand. Calculating a steel platform, and there was like
70.
one calculation where it's only like half times the length
Oh my God,
of
I'm
my
an
steel
idiot.
platform. I was like, it's like half times 16. I was like, calculator, let's go.
Actually, I still have nightmares about math. It's that bad. PTSD is real.
Jesus Christ, that bad, huh?
Yeah.
I had a test that was like about like a year ago, where there it's like the final stages of like the calculations, and like I had to like multiply 500 by 2. I think I entered 100, and then where it's like the answer should be like 1,000, right? And, like I entered 100. And then like that was like I entered that as like my answer, and then like I rechecked it, and like oh yeah, 500 times 2 is 100. It's great. Like and then
500 times 600.
and then like there's a way for you to like recheck your answers by like doing stuff, and basically I was just like utterly bamboozled on how my answers didn't check out, because 500 times 2 is 100 apparently, and I got a C
Oh my God.
for the whole class.
Press F to finish.
Respects. The equivalent of that for me is like I forgot that the mouth is part of the digestive system.
That's actually true.
That's actually true.
I actually
That
forgot
is
about
actually-
that.
And it's
I
also
asked-
part of the
I asked that to a
respiratory system,
professor.
I guess.
Somewhat,
Yeah.
somewhat
Tell
is,
us
somewhat
about you.
is, yes.
Oh yeah, Rafi, you've been silent all this time.
Are
Who,
you sleepy,
me?
you weakling?
Yes, you.
What's with me?
Like how
Tell
how's
us
your
thine
course go and everything,
stories.
and maybe.
I did like the first day, like yeah,
Oh
it's
wait,
all good.
tell us using
Wait.
poems. Tell us using poems or haiku.
No, stop.
Flex your English
This
list.
is your future, Rafi.
no.
Future is now,
it's
old
not.
man.
Flex your English lit using Japanese poetry.
Damn, I wanted to do an analysis from an anime to English. Like
Yo,
I know
anime,
movie
this is you're speaking my language.
because
Even translate like ora 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 into it.
not that
don't.
sound, not aurora or muda 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 muda. It's the whole story of the anime. So I wanted to analyze it,
Oh.
and then it was rejected. Of course, it's English, not Japanese.
Well, what did you analyze?
Whatchamacallit? I forgot the topic already. Anyway. Okay, so Jer, the first
Yes.
and the second semester is
Leo.
oh yeah, it's Leo. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Yeah.
Too much names
Go
to
ahead.
remember.
You know what? At this point, I'm just gonna rename to myself as Jer.
I'm sorry.
Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll rename myself to my original name there. There.
He did.
I
He
am
did.
not Leo. I am Jerry.
He
Just to make
just
the
changed
audience
that.
much more confused.
Okay, it's Jerry now. Okay, so the first and the second
Jerry
semester,
now.
smooth. Like you're going on a highway. It's very smooth. And then on the third until the seventh, I think. It's gonna be rough, but I know you can go through it. It's not that hard, but it's up there. It's up there. And then on your thesis, I'm writing my thesis now, and it's hard as hell.
But I think all theses are hard.
No, it's not that hard when you are paired with someone or in a group, but
I
you,
guess.
but you're doing
if
it
you're alone.
now. Yeah, and
Okay,
then
okay, let's go into the next topic.
I'm sorry. It's my major is okay. It's good. It's bueno.
It's A-okay. It's muy
fine.
bueno.
It's bueno. It's fine. There's no
Buono.
problem. Okay, it's Dika's turn now. Dika, what's your major? What's your story? How does it feel going to the first class?
How did you end up making this podcast?
Yeah, how'd you end up making this podcast?
Because of COVID-19.
COVID-19.
I think.
Actually, because of voice acting. I got into film first. I guess it's because it was the closest thing to what I actually want to do.
Voice
Which
acting.
But then
Yes.
now
Which is
acting.
Nice.
Voice acting or acting?
Acting.
Both.
acting.
Oh,
actually.
nice.
Ooh.
But then now I realize mom says no totally on acting.
Why not direct then?
And well, yeah, here's the thing. After the whole film major thing, I'm in my 8th semester, and after the whole experience, I'm starting to question my major because, but
Filled
it's
with-
not because I
Filled with weird people.
not because I don't like it or I don't like the people. It's the system here because the filming it takes a lot of hours. I talked to the people while I was interning, and they said, well, here you shoot it's not that strict, the law, and even the producer, they don't really have to stick to the time schedule they make. Well, professionally they have to, but in the end I don't think most of them do, or in terms of not the big movies like what are the big movies?
A lot.
Not the big feature film that goes in the cinema, but like those commercials or series for the local TV.
Those.
So- And luckily last time I was allowed to go home earlier, but I heard from my colleagues and stuff they went filming for 3 straight days.
Holy
Wow.
From like they wake up at 3 a.m. and finish at 11 p.m. for 3 straight days. And I asked my supervisor how many projects do they get every year usually, and they said like around 15.
Ooh,
And that's
That's
one every month almost, with a few extras. And let's say once you shoot, it's 2 to 3 days at best. And with that lack of sleep, I'm a normal human, not a vampire.
yes, we understand.
But that
why are
lack
you
of sleep,
attacking her?
Yeah, why are you attacking me? What did I do?
Why are you attacking me too?
It's just that
Rafi and
I don't
Natasha
think
feels attacked.
I'll live long enough.
Hey, you're
With
still
that sleeping
attacking us.
And again, parents, especially my mom, actually wouldn't let me to go into such industry with such working hours. So yeah, but I'm still making the most out of it. What I've learned, maybe I can make filmmaking as a hobby.
So you're planning
You know,
to work
you have
as
us as your actors.
just play D&D, lol.
What did you say, Glenn?
what are you planning to work as?
Well, right now, freelance photographer.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I've actually got a client. It's my dad's friend, but
Whoa,
yeah,
nice.
at least, yeah,
Start
you know,
small.
I got a job, even though it's not a steady job where you can get promoted,
mean, yeah.
you get paid more.
No,
That's
it's
okay, you start
freelance.
small.
It's always
Yeah,
something
freelancing.
like
I
that.
think
It's
in-
more
Yeah.
free.
freelancing
like,
is nice in a way,
Yeah.
I guess. Because like I went, this is just going off on a tangent a bit. I went on a workshop where they basically it's a freelancing workshop. So basically they just basically taught us like, so if you want to freelance, most of the time you would have to find clients most of the time. But then what's nice about freelancing is that you can basically just set the time and amount of work you want to do. So it's basically a lot of freedom actually. But
And it's just not a
Stable.
steady job.
it's not
Yeah,
a steady
it's not
job.
stable.
It's not a steady job. It varies a lot. It varies a lot.
But these days, there's a lot of like freelance groups and
yeah.
not individuals. So like if you're a photographer, people like usually combine as a group, like
There's a usually-
photographer, even
yeah, community.
organizer.
There's a
Yeah.
community of freelancing groups
And-
out there.
And being a group increases the chance of you like people getting more interested and
Mhm.
picking you
Finding
over like
you,
other
basically.
freelancers. Yeah.
Like, and one of your friends could possibly like recommend a guy to you or something.
Connections is
a
really
lot of
important in the
connections.
freelancing world. But yeah, even in the film and industry where I interned at, even the director of photography of those, they were also freelancers. So from the place I work at, they only have people like producer, production manager from the production line. Yeah,
Production.
it's
company.
not really the creative team, but it's more the, what do you say, like the-
producing team.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. The producing team. So freelance is actually a huge job, and you can make any job a freelance, I guess.
Basically, I guess, except cooking. Sadly, we can't freelance cooking.
You can.
Freelance chef.
You
Why
can.
can't you freelance
Like
Well,
cooking?
catering.
Well,
Well,
basically
then
you
yes,
sell
there are.
stuff.
Yeah.
There are
yeah.
catering services.
That's
Yeah, actually.
freelance.
Yeah.
You can freelance anything.
Entrepreneur. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you
Basically,
can.
an
actually
entrepreneur.
freelance.
Entrepreneur. It's called entrepreneurship.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask one more question.
Okay.
Are we satisfied with where we are right now with our majors?
Ooh,
Let's
that's a heavy topic. That's a really heavy topic.
With
With
Glenn.
okay.
Satisfied with my major or like where I am at right now? I don't think so. Not in the sense that like I don't enjoy what I do or like, well, to be honest, I don't really enjoy what I do. But then, like that enjoyment isn't there, especially now that I'm like not exactly actually working yet at a firm or like especially in engineering. I feel like school isn't representative of what the actual work is gonna be like. So like I just have to like delve in for like maybe a couple of years and see like if I actually enjoy the work. But especially now that like I feel like after maybe 6 semesters I haven't really learned anything other
This is
than that
math.
just the really basic things. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think this has anything to do with math, but okay.
Yeah, like
It has everything to do with math.
Shh, curb.
like I learn
Curb your hatred.
how to count, what the basics, the theories are, but then I don't really learn the how is it in the field. That's gonna be like later, maybe if I get to like intern somewhere in this like pandemic. But then
Good luck.
so far it's just like I guess all in our minds, as in like it's made up, and like it's like a perfect quote unquote environment, as if like you're just like given, yeah, like you're not there like faced with like the problem of like, oh, you don't have say X material in here, like what you're gonna do, or like, oh, this thing isn't optimal, what you're gonna do, or like you don't have any more workers say working past 8 p.m. What do you do?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a mud block law.
yeah, exactly. Like you don't know like what's gonna happen. You don't know you don't know what real work is gonna feel like, especially like without all those factors, and like without actually speaking to people, without actually directing people what to do. And I feel like that's somewhat representative of like all majors, especially. But especially in engineering, that's very apparent, where like you can't directly work as an engineer. Usually you go in as a drafter, someone who like draws drawings or like checks other people's work, but yeah, I can't say like I'm satisfied with my work, especially like I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it or not. Like currently I don't really enjoy, just being honest, mostly because of my professors being dicks. And then yeah,
I feel that.
Okay.
I can relate.
but asking if I'm satisfied or not where I am in my studies or in my profession, I'd say not really. No.
It's a no.
So that's a no.
Jess, are you in a similar situation? Or is it because of the snow that you're satisfied?
It's the snow. I'm
Dika
only
is
in
just
for
out
the
here
snow.
attacking everyone.
In my case, as I said before, 35% I didn't enjoy. So
mostly
50% of the 100% that I enjoy
Okay.
is from the place itself.
it's the snow.
That's
So
a
it's the
huge
snow.
percentage, though.
So it's the snow.
So like the 15% left is what I feel of my major.
So you admit the snow helps.
Yeah,
Jess, by this time you're not there to study, you know.
it's like
No, it's just for snow.
It's like
Yeah.
you're waiting for the whole 5 months, and then suddenly the drop of snow came, and like you're just suddenly motivated to do anything.
See, yeah, it's just the snow. Okay.
It's the snow.
It's just the snow.
Yeah,
It's just the
you should-
snow.
Are you sure that's snow or is it cocaine?
Yeah. Is that snow or quote unquote snow?
I think it's the second one.
Yes, we should turn your paradigm of snow into an anime.
Right. For the listeners out there, we are all living. We are from a tropical country, so
Right in
snow
the
is
equator.
actually.
Snow is non-existent here.
Snow is non-existent. Yes.
The
We have
only one that
yeah,
has witnessed,
actually.
I think the only one that has,
snow.
the only one that has seen snow is me, Jerry, and probably Jess.
What? You, Jerry, and Jess?
I went to Hokkaido, you pieces of shit.
Actually,
You said you, Jerry, and JS. So
Yeah.
Actually, I see snow on a regular basis. You know, like those Taiwanese milk snow
that
milk snow
one.
desserts. Yeah, I see
That's
snow on a daily-
different. That's
I see
different.
snow
Okay.
on a very
All the
regular basis.
artificial snow in Snow City and other
yeah, and
stuff.
Snow City.
I
That's
see
the only
snow
snow
in
I ever
anime. Oh.
Weep.
You fucking
Snow
weeb.
oh.
But I think going back, it's like as what Glenn said, it's like I haven't been in the line of work yet, so I can't say that
Okay.
I don't or I do enjoy this line of work.
Okay,
And the thing
so
that bothers me most is at this time and hour, I'm supposed to be living out my campus to have my 3 weeks internship.
Yeah.
ooh, big oof.
Oh.
I missed the chance to basically learn what I'm supposed to do at work. Now I'm just lost. It's like if I make a stairs, I'm gonna make it like up to the heavens, I think.
You are lost in the ether.
The ultimate escape.
But like, there's
Yeah,
a
definitely.
256 block build limit.
It's not
This is not
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
If I'm gonna build something, I'm gonna build down, which is the number 1 rule of not to in Minecraft.
I think it's the
Don't
number
do
one
well.
rule of anything.
I think paradoxically, if you die, it goes up to infinity.
So basically, I just miss my only chance of like learning like something which is really useful other than maths and calculations.
Ew,
Small
man.
theories for now.
And my
Wow.
teacher was like,
Unfortunate.
you can't do that, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna show you the site by using the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he's like his network from China to here is just trash. So basically I
The
can't
network
see
is made in
anything.
China.
Yeah, that's my main problem. So in
Oh, boy.
conclusion, I'm not sure yet if I enjoy this or not, but
It's just the
50%
snow.
I enjoy it.
It's just the snow.
That's for
Just the
sure.
snow.
It's just
You're
the
a snow yokai. You're part snow yokai.
You
I swear,
are
you're part
you
snow
are
elf.
part Yuki Onna.
Yeah, you're either part Yukiona, you're part snow elf.
Hey, but the feeling of like rolling on a clean snow is.
No, it's
Have you
very
even
that's
done
very
that?
cold. Dude.
I
That's
Then
cannot
when you go
relate.
back to your room, you get hypothermic.
I cannot relate. I cannot relate.
Majority cannot relate. I
If
can
I do
relate.
that, I'll get thrown out of the restaurant.
And it's like during winter, you play games, you hold your mouse while shivering.
Jesus Christ, dude.
But go on, how about you guys?
What about Benny? You kind of just started, right?
Medicine.
But
yeah.
you're very laid back.
Benny,
Is he
so
asleep?
me.
No, he's,
Oh,
he's
he's
there.
not.
I'm not asleep. That was a one-time thing. That was a one-time thing, okay?
Well, you didn't make medicines for your own sake, right?
That is classified.
That's a yes.
So officially,
All right.
That's a yes.
All right.
classified. Officially, I mean,
Okay.
yeah. I guess I enjoy the prospects. Again, like what Glenn just said, like I don't like what we learn in school, and what we actually face in the field is night and day. It's like as if we never went to school at all. So it's like I actually had an experience of interacting with patients, like, well, patients, quote unquote patients. I was
Is the patient still alive?
hopefully,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Are you really on the offensive?
Dika is
Hopefully.
always on the
Yeah, like,
offensive. What
yeah.
do you mean?
But yeah, and then like it feels like doesn't feel like I went to school at all. It doesn't feel like I went. It felt like I was a layman, even though I was supposed to be in school for it. But to be honest, I enjoy the field. I enjoy the field. What I don't enjoy is the facilities, like the amenities available for us in the place where I would most likely end up working. Because, as I said, I went to medicine because I want to make lots and lots of money. But that's just a cover for my true passion, and that
Which
is
is?
realizing cat girls and animal girls in reality using genetic engineering.
Oh damn.
And-
Yes. Yes.
And even like my
True man of
professor
culture right here, audience.
and like my
I'm
professor
questioning your sanity.
go ahead. I mean, I don't have any left. And like even it's up to the point where even my professors, one of them is like the heads of the genetics center of this place I'm in. Even they admitted to me, like, if you want to go to genetic engineering, you have to go somewhere else. This place just sucks for that. So yeah, so it's like unless I hate, but I like the field. I like the work. I like being able to control, not being able to control, I guess. I like being able to interact with patients. I like diagnosing people. I
And
like
playing with
researching.
cadavers.
Yeah, and that. I like sneakily taking drugs off the medicine cabinet, but that's another story.
What?
What?
So yeah, I
Excuse me, what?
I like the field. I have nothing against the field. I have more
I have a lot of
against the
questions.
fact that
I think we all have a lot of questions
the
for
field
you.
here, the field at where I am is not as well developed as I would like. It's more like that. But actually, I like the feel.
Okay.
All right. Understandable.
Right, we have so many questions, but that's for another episode.
That is for so guys, if you have questions about that, leave it in the comments below. Leave a like and subscribe.
It's not
And
going on YouTube.
It's not YouTube.
It's
but
not going on
okay.
YouTube.
Leave a like, subscribe, and share your video with your friends, with your family, hell, with your exes.
This is a
your
podcast, not a
grandma.
Don't
video.
share it with your family. This has a lot of cusses.
Definitely not PG-13, guys. Definitely not
Yes.
PG-13. You can share this with your kids as well if
Yeah, with
you
your
have
with
a
your
family.
grandma, with your grandma, your grandpa.
Let them experience the uni life of
A
this
bunch
generation.
of nerdy ass kids.
And if you're pregnant, you can have your baby listen to this instead of Mozart. This is much more productive than Mozart.
I hope,
This
I
is-
hope
this is
if
art.
one day I get old and I have to face a doctor with a medicine, I am not gonna meet you at all.
Next thing you know, you meet him. Actually meet him.
I mean, knowing you, I probably only have to sign a death certificate, so...
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. Okay, moving on.
alright.
Jesus Christ. All right there.
Right, Natasha.
Yeah.
I have no segue for that. Let's just carry on to Natasha. Are you happy with where you are now?
I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like art is, as my number one passion, should be kept as number two in terms of profession. Because it's like when you're working with what you really love, sure, it gives you joy, but it also takes away the joy at the same time. Because it becomes not just a hobby that you love to do, but it becomes work and your source of stress at the same time.
I
as
kind of
a
want to get
hobby, so-
philosophical on
yeah.
that, but that's for another time.
Yeah, so my advice for anyone who wants to go into majors of which you're extremely number one passionate at, I say don't just go somewhere where you're like your number two passion lies, because then you would still have your number one hobby and it did not have the stress of work mixed up in it. But I guess for how satisfied I am, if it's in terms of grades, I'm very satisfied. But in terms of like how I'm happy about it, not really, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's it for me.
So when they say if you have a job you love, you don't have to work a day in your life, it doesn't apply to you.
No, or at least it just kind of sucks my soul out while I'm working, because I just kind of gets boring in the end.
You have a soul. Nice. So
Now, excuse you.
Which one of your souls? Like, I thought you exchanged souls already, like, for this century, I think.
I don't even remember anymore.
I helped with the process. I think,
Damn,
I found, I found
how many souls does she have? I'm scared. How many people have you consumed?
I don't know, like, from her last, like,
Jesus fucking Christ.
from her last liaison, I think I heard her old handler. Not handler, I guess. The one who was responsible for her immortality. I heard like she consumed like a soul every semester or so.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of people.
Okay.
Okay. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm definitely waking up tonight. No, you don't. No, you
I
don't.
mean, it's fine. Just
You gave me your address that one time. I know exactly where you live.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm not safe. Have time to lock the doors.
but that was actually a unique way of thinking. I've never heard of someone, giving that advice before. It's a unique approach. I'm sure it applies differently to everyone, but it's something to think about. And Jerry, you said you were gonna go philosophical. Go
That's
ahead.
for another episode. It's fine. It's fine.
As long as it's connected.
No, it's fine.
Or-
I will probably go on a 30-minute lecture on that. So no.
Right, carry on.
So no.
So
It's only 1:30ish lah. It's okay. You still
I
have a
need
lot
to
of time.
sleep.
You
It's
don't.
1:30 in the morning.
You don't. It's holiday every day now.
I'm
so
It's hard
actually
every
starting
day.
to have a headache, by the way.
You weak.
I'm
We're
weak.
almost done. Don't worry.
I'm weak.
Right, Jerry, what about you? Are you happy with where you are? You changed major, and so far, how do you feel?
I'm gonna go controversial on this, and I'll just say, like right off the bat, I don't like going to university in general. I just feel like I would say though, I can learn a lot of things from university, yes, but I feel like I just feel like I'm only good at one specific thing, and I can't like branch out a lot. And I think like in my whole life, I think I just feel like I want to be good at a bunch of different things. Like instead of like being specialized, I just want to be like overall like the jack of all trades of everything, you know. But to answer the question, I wouldn't say I'm happy. I would probably say more that I am satisfied where I am. Not generally happy, I guess. Because I'm still not doing something that I like, but I'm doing something that may or may not go that way, I guess. Go towards the hobby that I like. I think that's it, I guess.
And Rafi,
Yeah. I say I'm satisfied with where I am now, with the line of work that I have been as a teacher. It's rewarding. But yeah, I'm agreeing to what Jerry said about university. I don't like going to university.
High five.
But I'm at the point where just one more step, then I'm done, and that's very hard on me because I'm doing my thesis, and it's really what you call it, demotivating me. I just want to work. I don't want to deal with this thesis shit. But yeah, I'm happy with the things that have been going on, and I'm satisfied with it. So yeah.
I guess if you're like satisfied enough, it will go quite well. Unless if you're like, oh I fucking hate this, and I like, yeah.
The only time I felt like that was when I was in interactive design. I was like, why did I choose this? I was regretting like every single decision why I went to the Decafe. But what I would pull out, the one good experience I got from Decafe is that at least now I get to draw good. I can draw good. I can draw now. Holy hell.
That's good.
And I can probably, if I want to, like with the lessons I'm learning as well from English education, I could probably help teach people how to draw. Maybe. Ow, my eyes. They're hurting.
They're hurting? Go ask
Yes.
medicine from Ben.
No, I'm scared.
Okay, so first
I'm
of
a
all,
homeopathic guy, but yeah.
oh, homeopath. So you drip distilled water into your eyes?
Kinda, yeah, basically.
I just knew about this, so yeah.
We can talk about that.
We can talk
later.
about that in another day. In another day, not now. Now it's just too long.
yeah, I think one of the most important things in searching about major studies, your future, it's passion. Passion is one
I
thing
think
you gotta keep.
although I think I'll go off on a tangent for a bit and also discuss Natasha's answer. Yeah, basically I agree with Dika said. If you wanna go choose a major that you like, go ahead. However, try your best to not make that major or your passion into work, because we all, I think some of us has been there where you like this thing so much, but then like this thing is also the thing that brings you pain, stress,
Yes,
all the
exactly.
other things that you don't want in your life. And then like sometimes you just gotta like pull yourself back and just reimagine like would you be able to do this as a job? Basically, ask that your question. Actually, every time you want to search for a major in the future, like, would you like to do this as your job? If it's just a hobby, I guess you can kind of go for it. Like, test the waters, I guess. Like maybe a year, I guess. But if you feel like it's not clicking with you, just pull out. Just pull out immediately.
Or actually adding
or if you're like
snow.
Jess, go for snow. Go for the snow.
adding to Jerry.
The snow, maybe the snow will motivate you somehow
Mhm.
for whatever reason that are not exactly suspicious.
Maybe you have yokai blood in you as well. Who knows?
Who knows?
No, but before taking the civil engineer, I was actually like interested into like either IT or SI. But
Let me-
then
okay.
comes
Uh,
no.
You sacrificed all that for snow.
Look, okay,
Priorities.
okay. This might
Okay.
surprise you guys. If I was good at chemistry, I would have actually went to chemical engineering.
Don't remind me of chemistry. I got 48 on.
Look, I also got 48, but I had fun. Like, I had fun in chemistry, but I wasn't good in chemistry. If I was any better in chemistry, I would have actually taken chemical
Chemistry
engineering.
was such a letdown. I was expecting to be taught how to make a bomb, but we don't get there at all. And I
You
was so
actually do get
disappointed.
taught
can
to make a
Google
bomb.
that.
No, yeah, you actually do get taught how to make a bomb.
I'll
It's
just
subtle.
say this.
Okay,
I
alright,
now
no
know.
bombs, no bombs.
I'll just say, I was gonna say I was gonna say I know how to make a carcinogenic, not a bomb, but okay. Not gonna tell you how to do that because I watched that on YouTube. So
So I think like basically there's a lot of factors to choose like before you choose like a major, which you'll waste your 4 years, 5 years.
it's a long time. So be sure to choose it be very sure, I guess, if you wanna do that. Like
Or
choose
you
that.
know, there's also an option. Like I guess it depends on the university. In my university, you can pick external classes every semester. So for example, if I really wanted to, I can take Russian literature classes. I can
whoa.
take economics.
Nice.
I can take macroeconomics if I want, or I can take
Our major.
Yeah,
I can take
engineering.
civil engineering. I can take, say, Glenn's classes
This is
about
not yours. This is not
bridges,
my major. It's
about
yours
stairs.
as well.
I guess it depends on universities. If your university, if like the university you're
Our
targeting,
university.
It's
if the university you're targeting actually allows for that option, I say like go for the safe option, like the safe option as option number one. And the way you branch out is you take classes, you take external classes. It's called external classes in my university, and then the credits from those external classes can be used to further your education. Like you can take a bachelor's with less classes after you finish the bachelor's for your main job, for your main quote unquote main degree.
We're going way
There's a-
off topic now.
yeah, we're going way off topic,
mean, yeah.
but it's fine, I guess.
As part of that, so like rather than just like wasting a year or two like testing waters, that's another way to test the waters.
It's just like double degree things, right?
Yeah.
A more complicated way, actually. Yeah, less.
A
Yeah,
double, either you go double degree and ditch one other degree, which in turn will actually waste more money, I think.
Put it there, like if our viewers are still in junior high school, they would be like, "Oh, I'm scared of university now."
Don't
Don't put that
don't
fear
be
into
scared of
them.
university.
You should not be scared of university. You should be scared of entrance exams.
I would also go off a bit on another tangent where if you think that university is not for you,
Don't force it.
here
Fuck
don't
what
force it.
society
But
says.
however, there is a big however. Unless your parents have like a good business going, then just go to university, in my opinion. Unless you can somehow like carry on your parents' business or some other family business, which can give you a good amount of income as well. I'd say just go for university if you don't have that.
I
Kind
feel
of,
like
It's safe. Go ahead, Glenn.
It's
sorry.
safe.
I feel like, I mean, especially in like, say the U.S., the cost of getting an education is like up to like hundreds of thousands of US
Student
dollars.
loans, dude.
And you can
student
get student loans that will you need to pay out for the rest of your life. And I feel like that's like
crazy.
such a
It's
weird
crazy.
trade-off. I guess like that depends on the country if you really want to go pursue university
Not
to get a
US.
job or like to get like a community college or something to get a degree so that you can work. But then I feel like what university, at least for me, is to get in a field that I cannot get into otherwise. Say I enjoyed theater, I enjoyed acting, I enjoyed a bit of filmmaking back in like high school. I enjoyed going to choirs and just making art and for a while I wanted to like go into like one of like the art schools, but then especially like here in like the situation here isn't exactly supporting of art related like stuff, especially like my family isn't supporting of like art related major, especially something that you can learn outside of university and like a thing that you can learn like without a degree, you can self-employ. So in my opinion, use university as a tool instead of like instead of something that you have to do for the sake of having a degree. And I think it's not exactly very possible for you to really know before going to university if you'd like to go work in that field or not. Like, for instance, I don't know.
Every major is
Even-
technically just a leap of faith, essentially. Every major is basically like that.
Exactly. And then, yeah, I guess it's not exactly something that you can really
I
point
think
out.
like every major is basically a leap of faith. You don't really know what you're getting into. Even then, the full depth of the major won't really tell you everything that's gonna happen later on.
But I'm definitely grateful I didn't go into arts, especially since I enjoy doing arts as my major, as my hobby.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like,
Keep
it's-
it as your hobby.
Yeah, because especially like going into organizations in university where like I actually did art for a quote unquote job, that wasn't fun. It's not fun at all having clients tell you what to do when it's something that you're supposed to self-express, and feel like that defeats the purpose of
Yeah.
enjoying yourself. So
One thing, I think like one thing you gotta consider when you're going into this kind of field, into university and all that. When you go into what you're passionate about, you gotta remember that you'll be playing it by their rules, not yours. So especially in art, a way to express yourself, like Glenn said, let's say in my major, film, I would present my ideas, and the lecturer would go like, this can't work, you can't do this, so I can't progress, and I have to follow his rules. So he said change this to that, and I have to do that in order to get good grades and all that. So in those restrictions, it kind of affects your passion in the end.
Yes.
Like first you're really passionate about it, and then by the end, yeah,
It kind of
you feel
feels
down.
like you
It's
are
not yours
this.
anymore.
It's kind of
Yeah.
Not only that, it kind of feels like you basically just got released from a cage into university, but then they just lock you inside of a bigger cage. That's it, really. It just feels like that.
Yeah, so it's important to keep your passion as a hobby also. So you
I mean,
keep continuing
yeah,
your passion.
I mean, if you have a
and doing
high
it
tolerance for stress, then go for it by all means. But if you really don't have that much of a tolerance, so just keep it as a passion. Don't lose it. Keep what makes you you.
Make it
I
a side
guess.
job or a hobby, which
Yeah,
maybe
or
an
if you're a
intern,
girl, get a rich
yeah.
husband.
or that.
Or a wife.
Or you can also get a rich wife.
Or
Sugar
if you're a
daddy-
guy,
sugar-
a wife.
Sugar daddy or sugar mama. Yeah, sugar daddy or sugar mama. Preferably an old one, so they die quickly,
Or-
so you get the inheritance quicker.
Or boys,
Listeners,
get a
sorry.
husband. I don't know. If you're gay, okay. If you're not okay, it's
Yeah.
No,
2020.
doesn't matter as long as you get the money, right?
Yeah, it's the money.
I
We
guess.
support LGBT.
That's true.
Traps are not gay.
Only the people who fap to them are gay. Traps
No, you
aren't
gay.
gay. The people who fap to them are gay.
This show is so not for kids.
Yep.
Yeah,
Look, we made a tag. It's PG-14 plus. If you are here and you're a kid, what the hell are you doing? Go back to bed.
Go back to bed. If
Go
you're a
back to
kid,
other
listen,
family-friendly podcast. This is not for you.
listen to your kid. If you are listening to this, turn off your phone, get into your room, put on some headphones, and turn it back on.
Not only that, how are you still able to listen for 1 hour of like what 7
Mindless
university students rambling about university?
And how
But
they
hey, if you're listening, thank you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon. See your parents' credit card.
What?
See the last 3 numbers of your parents' credit card. Make sure to memorize the last 5 numbers of your parents' credit card and input it into our Patreon page.
We have a Patreon.
We accept PayPal.
PayPal, GoPay, OFO.
Patreon.
We also accept credit
Bitcoin,
cards.
or Bitcoin if you
Or
want.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoins are good investments.
Also
That's
subscribe
a
to my
joke, okay.
OnlyFans website.
Wait, what? You have an OnlyFans?
No, I don't.
And yeah, and maybe if things go well, we can show you our OnlyFans.
We accept Steam credits too.
That's only JS.
That's only JS.
Yes.
I accept payment in the form of Gundam models, the premium ones.
Please stop
So yeah.
scamming our listeners.
Okay, alright.
Right.
You got anything, Dika?
I think that's all.
What, asking for money again? No.
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 Yeah, we're asking for our wage, Dika. You promised us like what a few $60
We're
per session,
here for
right?
the money.
I think that is all for our session. Actually, it was actually very insightful.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Oh my god, no. That reference though.
Sad.
And yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining me in this episode. It has been very insightful. I learned a lot from you guys, even though, we're friends for how many years already?
Over a decade.
Kindergarten?
point.
Well, I don't know.
I think it's
Kindergarten for
8
some,
years for me.
primary for some, secondary for some.
I mean, I don't think we've ever like talked about this really seriously. It's usually just like
That's true.
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 Thank you very much everyone for listening. I'll put links to the music in the show notes. And if you want to ask a question, share your story, or just say hi, you can reach us on Instagram at NotOurPodcast. See you next episode and have a great life.